Welcome back to my channel. I am Jonah aka The Realist J, and I am back with another video. Today, if you are new here, what is goody, and if you are already subscribed, what is tea? Welcome back to the channel. So I just want to have like this little talk because today was kind of rough for me, and because it was rough, it gave me some time to like reflect on why is this day feeling like this for me, at least. If you haven't read the title, this is basically just a word of encouragement for anybody that feels like you're not getting it. Basically, anybody that feels like you're not getting it, like, this is for you. So get comfortable, get you a little cup of something. I have ice water because that's just what I need right now. It's a cup of ice water. It's almost 90 degrees outside in March. Okay. Basically, I decided that since last week was the first week of spring, I was just going to take some time to myself, and I took a couple days off of work. Now, I am a hashtag workaholic. Like, I rarely take breaks to do any type of self-care. Only breaks that I get with the current job that I have is the weekend. So if it's not taking place on the weekend, or if it's not like a national holiday, I'm at work. So this was a little weird for me. I kind of felt guilty for taking a day off of work. Actually, I'm taking 3 days off of work, and I've never requested that many days off of work before for nothing. You know, it was always like, oh, I'm gonna go travel here, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that. No, this is legit 3 days dedicated to just me. And yesterday when I was off work, I felt so guilty. I teach, so I had to leave my kids. I told my kids before I left, I was like, I'm not gonna be here. I wanna hear good things, you know? And yesterday I missed them, today I missed them. And I know like the weekend takes place and they're probably not even thinking about me, but I'm thinking about them. Anyways, so it's just like taking these days off for me have been a challenge, because I know that as of lately, I haven't been able to do spring cleaning because I've been so busy. So these days have been dedicated to me cleaning. I spent an entire day cleaning, and it felt good to go to sleep and know that everything is in the place that I want it to be. If I have new things in my house, I could put them there. Spring cleaning, you clean stuff that you don't normally clean, so things are just refreshed, and that's such a great feeling personally for me. And even though that took place, I found that I wasn't getting adequate sleep, and it made me feel sick. And in that moment of feeling sick, it all just hit me like I took these days off to do stuff for myself. Little did I know that I was going to realize and recognize that when you stop for a moment and just be in a space where you don't have to do anything and you don't feel good, that's not what's supposed to be taking place. And so as I was reflecting on why I didn't feel good in that moment, I have a lot going on. And when I didn't have a lot going on and I had extra free time, or I had an extra this and extra that, I realized that I wasn't as stressed out. I was able to like hit certain goals, but as life started to pick back up, it was just like, boom, here you go. And now my head is like, I just legit just didn't feel good. And it took me so long to feel better today that I was just like, wow, I wasted an entire day not feeling good. And the reason why is because I was just thinking about everything else, all the stuff that I didn't get to accomplish today. I'm thinking about those things, stressing myself out, and that's not good stress. There are things that are going to stress you in life, and that's completely normal. Some things are good, some things are bad. But if there's a lot of bad stressors taking place, then something's wrong. And so I've kind of just been like, since I'm starting to feel a little better, I'm just thinking like, wow, like this might be what somebody else may need to hear, because lately God, this is another part of it. Lately, God has been showing me that his plan is being fulfilled. His plan is being fulfilled. And it's just a matter of timing, his time. What I've realized in like the past month and a half is that I am not delayed at all. When people say, you're not doing this, so you're causing delay, you're not doing that, so it's causing delay, that's not true. You cannot cause delay to anything God has promised you. Because God promised you something, meaning it's going to happen if it has not already happened in the future. And that future is in his timing. So it doesn't matter what I do. God already planned for that to take place in my life to get to the promise. He promised me that. He's faithful. He's not going to lie about it. He's not going to create a narrative just to sell me a false hope, false dreams. That's what's not going to happen. What is going to happen is his promise. And I've struggled with figuring that out for a long time, because people always throw out, you're delaying, you're causing delay, No, you're not, sweetie. No, you're not. You cannot. Anybody that hears this message, you are not causing delay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't operate in that spirit of religiousness. I was suffering from that for a very, very long time. Religious spirits, thinking that if I don't do this, God's not gonna be happy with me. If I don't do this or that, God isn't gonna give me the promise. Like, no, God doesn't work like that. He does not work like that. He gives you grace. He gives you love. He supports you. He gives you peace. He's your provider. He takes care of you. And this life, like, you could be doing something that you know wouldn't please God, but who is to say that God had a plan and a purpose for why you are continuing to do what you're doing right now? There's going to be a day, whether he's shown you or not, that you will be delivered from whatever your transgressions are that are aiding you and embedding you in this moment. But in the future, God may have a different thing lined up in the plan, and you just have to go through it. And religious spirits, when you do that, when you attack people, religious spirits, when you come against people and what they are currently going through, you make them feel some type of way, and it makes you feel like you're not worthy enough for God, but at least God's children are not worthy enough for him. And that is the furthest from the truth ever. And I just feel like me learning that I need to be delivered from that, thinking that I can't partake in life. I'm not saying doing things that are against God's will and taking advantage of his grace and his mercy. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, if there are things that I know that I want to fix, that I know that I want to do better in, and I have faith in God that he can help me deliver myself, he can help deliver me from these things, giving myself grace in that space is important as well, because he's going to give me grace. I should impart that upon myself too, because that's the only way that I'll ever get there. I can't just be strict. I can't just be hard on myself. That's just like being on a diet and thinking like, oh no, I can't have any sugar. I can't have anything outside of water to drink. You're going to beat yourself up so bad that you're not even going to want to be a part of what it is that you're doing. But the one thing that I'm learning is that God knows your heart. This that you see, the everything that is on me right now, my whole body, that is all can be gone in a minute. That can all be gone at any moment. Any of us, we can all be gone at any moment. But what God has given us, what God has put deep down on the inside of us, what God has given us from the start, even before he created us in our mother's wombs, is our hearts, who we are, our souls. And he is carrying us through that. And it's just, when we pass on, he sees our heart. He's not going to be like, oh, that's Jonah, she was black. Like, no, he's not thinking that. Oh, Jonah wore those earrings. Oh, Jonah did her eyebrows. Oh, Jonah did her, oh, that girl that did blase. Like, no, nobody is thinking. I mean, God is not thinking like that. God is not going to put that on you. You will have to account for your actions when you meet the Holy Jesus Christ himself. But what I'm saying is, God knows your heart. So if you turn from your wicked ways, then you will start to see, like what we're learning in church is, you'll start to see when you meet Jesus, you change, period. It doesn't mean like right then and there, it's like boom. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't work. And for those people that it doesn't work for, like, give yourself grace. I hope this is making sense. Give yourself grace. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay, give yourself some grace. I hope this is a word of encouragement for anybody. Like, legit, give yourself grace. If you need some days to just collect yourself and reflect on life, do it. God is a provider. He is your father. He will take care of you, whether you show up or not. He will take care of you. He will help you get to where he needs you to get, so that you can fulfill and serve that purpose he has put down on the inside of you. He is faithful, okay? Stick with him. Stick it out. Do what he's called you to do. And don't think that, how can I say this without being weird? How can I say this without being weird? He wants you to be obedient. And this is even a word for myself. He wants you to be obedient. Be obedient. Don't run from what he has called you to do. Be obedient. Praise the Lord. Be obedient. That's all I can say right now is be obedient. I feel like I can't even say anything else. Be obedient. Show up and be obedient. Serve him. Be obedient. Like, be obedient wherever you are. And he is faithful. I can't even say anything else. If this word, like, that's all I can say. That's all I had to say, y'all. I just had to get that off. That was on my mind. Okay. God bless you. Peace and hair grease. I shall see you in another video. Until then, drink your water. Whoop. Oh, oh. Bye.